Welcome to episode 170 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am tripping over my words. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday, people. Saturday the 19th, 19th of December 2020. And as you can hear, see, listen, whatever senses you are using for this podcast experience, I'm fucking all over the place today. Fucking all over the place. As mentioned on the podcast last time, that fucking cut I fucking had on my face just won't seem to fucking heal, baby. I don't know what it is. Don't know if I need some sort of 1980s blood test to see what's going on with the old immune system there. But, yeah, it just keeps fucking bleeding like fuck at the minute. Every time you have a fucking wash, you take the fucking scab off and then it's... Anyway. Yeah, so it is the 19th of December. Nearly there, but guys, girls, whatevers. Guys, girls... whatever you class yourself as these days, guys, girls, and theys. That's it. The guys, girls, and guys and dolls and theys. That's what that'll be called these days. Anyway, yeah, it's almost Christmas time. There's no need to be a cunt. There is no need to be a cunt any time of the year. Just to qualify, if you're thinking about being a cunt mid-June, maybe check yourself a little bit, yeah? Anyway, yeah, so here in the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, although I'm not sure about this, England, Scotland, and Wales, definitely. I'm not sure about Northern Ireland with regards to their rules, but the old rules are... We're allowed to run free initially at Christmas. Go on, get out there, go and see your family, infect your grandma, give her a big sloppy kiss whilst coughing into her throat cavity. That was the initial plan for Christmas here in the UK. We're off the leash, baby. Allowed to go anywhere, do anything, see anyone, lick strangers' faces, hold them down in the street and just lick their eyeballs. That's what we were initially allowed to do. Well, not quite. It was still restricted, but rules have tightened, baby. Like the balls on a on a bull who's not getting any. The restrictions here have tightened with regards to the Christmas period, which is a little bit shit, but I think the bubbles have been cut for to 24 hours. Let's have a look. See what it says. See what it fucking says here. Those in Tier 4 cannot mix indoors with anyone not from their household. So Tier 4s are fucked for Christmas. Like people are gonna do this. I know people, but it's Christmas. We can afford, I think we can afford to lose a few oldies, just so we can all have the rest of us can all have a nice fucking Christmas. It's worth sacrificing a few, like maybe a couple of care homes worth, free up some spaces, get those care home leases down a little bit, so there's a lack of demand, so they have to drop their prices. Maybe that could be it. This is conspiracy people out there, conspiracy theory people out there. Is this what's going on, really? Yes, it's to drop the price of care homes. Shut up. Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced the changes for England at a Downing Street briefing. Tier 4 restrictions, similar to England's second national lockdown, will apply in all areas in the southeast. Currently in Tier 3, Kent, Buckingham, Berkshire. Yeah, it's right on a corner of in Fountain here. I think you get 24 hours, I think, and then you got to be out. It's like fucking Kiefer Sutherland or whatever. Jack, whatever his name was. Jack Sprat. Kiefer Sutherland, 24. What's the fucking geezer's name in that? Jack something. Yeah. Jack Bauer, wasn't it? Oh, so why was I thinking Jack Ryan? He's a sort of like a spook type character as well, isn't he? Let's have a little bit of tea here. Yeah, so we've got to do the old Jack Bauer over here from Christmas Eve. I think do we get Christmas Day there? Or you can choose what day you want. Basically, if you want to nip off early and not stay, if your family member is a horrendous cook and you want to miss out on having the shits that you regularly get on Boxing Day after visiting their home for Christmas Day, you can now just blame it on the blame it on the restrictions, coronavirus restrictions from the government, and not go round there for Christmas dinner, but pop round either Christmas Eve or Boxing Day, rather than spend it on the toilet if your family are filthy fucking animals and you regularly get the shits by going round their house for Christmas dinner. If not, you can you can just go around there for 24 hours, but they'll be fucking timing you, man. Your neighbours will be like dobbing you in, grassing you up and shit like that. So that's it seems like, I thought initially we were meant to go round for we could go round for 3 days or something. And now it's all changed. Because the NHS is a really dangerous point, man. That's it. Conserve the NHS. That's what you have to do. The National Health Service here in the UK. Save the NHS. Conserve the NHS. Do everything you can to protect. Get a fucking gun and stand outside A&E. Preventing coronavirus people. You see someone with a slight sniffle and you put your fucking laser sight between their eyes and you take them out. At all costs, we need to save that NHS. Save them nurses, those fucking superhero fucking nurses. Flying, they are these days. Flying between departments. That's what they are. They're going out there now, the nurses. They don't need, if there's a road accident or something like that, they don't need the fire department to turn up. The nurses just fly out there, lift the fucking lorry off the legs of the small child who is trapped there, and then whisk them off to A&E. I'm not sure. They're just doing their job, aren't they, really? I think, are they heroes, or are they just doing their fucking job? Hey, man, they're on the front line. They're on the front line putting their lives at risk, are they? I don't know if they are. I don't know. Controversial. I know. But I think most of them are just sort of doing their job. It doesn't seem as bad as it was initially portrayed. I know nurses and that have died and shit, but I'd like to see the percentage points on that. I'd like to see the percentage points on nurses dying compared to average population people. Bring me that information now, government, and I shall make my decision whether the nurses are a hero or not. I don't fucking know. Anyway, yes, so we've got a restricted Christmas. Got to get all those presents open. Forced enjoyment has suddenly got a deadline. That's it. Forced enjoyment at Christmas. No more shall you have people hanging around your house who you don't particularly want to see, but you got to fucking invite them because it's Christmas time and they're fucking family, son. Yes, the forced enjoyment is only for 24 hours, which is the average game of Monopoly over in this country. So it'll be sort of one game of Monopoly maybe and a couple of sherries, and then you can fuck them off out your gaff and just say, hey man, I'd love you to stay, but it is the fucking law of the land. And by cutting this Monopoly game short, we are saving lives. That's what we are doing. We are saving lives by cutting this fucking game of Risk. This game of life has literally turned into a game of life. We've got 22 minutes left. If we go over that 22 minutes of playing this game of life, old people will die on the spot immediately. I sound like a little bit of a person who doesn't believe, don't I? Hey, man, I don't believe in this shit. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube by some blogger, and they've got all the information rather than the government ministers and the fucking health authorities. I'm not one of them people. I'm not one of them. I just want to clarify that. But I don't know. You know, like, it's nice to take the piss out of a horrendous situation sometimes, isn't it? Let's have a little bit more tea. Yeah, those people, the YouTubes. I get off my information from YouTube, man. I've just watched fucking 8 videos about cats, and now I want something different, so I'm going to watch some fucking geezer in a bunker. Or it's not even a bunker, it's just like the backdrop of a bunker that he's bought, with a fucking V for Vendetta mask on. He's the guy. He's the guy I want for my medical advice. Fuck going to the doctors. I am only going to the doctors from now on if he will wear a V for Vendetta mask and sits in a darkened room with a voice that has been changed to protect his anonymity. That's the sort of doctor I want. I don't know. Surely it's just the drama that is, isn't it? They don't need to change their voice, do they? It's, you know, people knocking on the door. Here, we've heard you're making fucking videos saying the coronavirus ain't real. Do they need to do that? Do they need to change their voice and wear the fucking mask, or can they just like sit? You know, they don't really need to protect, unless it is sort of like, you know, someone like Boris Johnson doing that. It's just fucking Joe Biden just sitting in his fucking cellar making fucking videos about how the coronavirus is all made up. It could be. You never know. It could be. That could be the big reveal. He just takes the mask off and it's just fucking Boris Johnson. You see a bit of blonde, fluffy hair protruding out from behind the mask. Ah, dear. You wouldn't be able to hide that voice. Anyway, so the old bubbles over here, the safety bubbles, 6 people, no more than 6, is now dropped to 24 hours. So, which, as I say, I imagine not many people are going to stick to that unless, you know, unless you're only going to stick to that if you hate your relatives, but feel forced through the fact that you have similar blood and DNA running through your system. You're forced to spend time with them over Christmas. You're going to hit the 24 hours and then go, fuck this, I've had enough, and fuck off. And then everybody else is just going to stay as long until the fucking beer runs out or until the first arguments start. That's it, isn't it? And arguments always start over board games. What they should do to enforce that 24 hours is issue every household, so people stick to it. You issue every household with a pack of cards. They should have come up with a new game called Brexit the Game. Somebody's probably actually done that. But that would have got people arguing. A pack of cards, a game of Monopoly, and a game of Cluedo. They should have issued every single household, and then everybody would stick to that fucking 24 hours. Because by the end of all that shit, they'd be arguing like fuck and had enough, and then just plied people with alcohol. That's what they should have done. You see, that's the sort of quality you get on Ben Briggs' podcast here. Forward thinking. We're coming up with solutions here, people. We're trying to come up with solutions. Let's have a little bit more tea. Right. What else was there? Oh, yeah, this is fucking great. This happens every year, by the way, here in the UK. I don't know about the rest of the world. I know there's a few people who are listening from America and fucking Spain and fucking wherever. Taiwan, India. Although I'm not... Maybe this is my prejudice. I'm still not convinced that the people of India aren't trying to rob me in some way and... cloning my cards or something like that. It's only because constantly on the old house phone, the only person... Yeah, I've still got an old house phone. Yeah, I've still got that. Yeah, just in case of emergencies, man. I fucking plan ahead. I've still got a phone in the wall, yeah. But the only people who ever ring that is people with an Indian accent. Could be Pakistani accent. Afghanistan accent, I don't know. But that general area of the world, they always ring me on that. It's quite nice, actually. Like to speak to someone abroad and that. Every so often. It keeps me on my toes. That's what it does. Everybody needs to keep a fucking landline phone because it keeps you on your toes for scams. You know, these people who are losing fucking thousands. Hey, that looks great. That does. All I need to do to get these fucking £2 million is to send off £10,000. But when I get the 2 million back, they're going to be fucking worth a fortune. Them fucking idiots haven't got a landline because it keeps you, you know, you need to keep fucking, you know, match fit, don't you? With these scams, and every now and again somebody will ring up and go, hello, you're BT, this is from BT, your internet, I'm not with them, and you just let them go on. Your internet provider, if you pay us now, yeah, I've never had to pay up front for anything with BT before, so yes, it's gonna be a no from me old booty, but enjoy your job, enjoy robbing people from a distance. I imagine it's very fulfilling. Notice there how I tried to do a bit of an accent, but also kept it from the stereotypical Indian accent there. So I had to change my voice slightly somehow to represent them, but I didn't represent them fully in the accent that they actually use on the phone because I am a white guy with a skinhead. Just to clarify that. Dear. Anyway. Oh dear. Sorry, that accent has made me cough up a load of phlegm there. Did he just say the Indian accent just made him cough up a load of phlegm? Well, doing it did, yes. But that's... Hey, we don't want to know the explanation. We just want the fucking soundbite. Anyway, here is the thing that regularly happens here in the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. I don't know if it really happens anywhere else, but definitely in England and that sort of thing. This is the drive-through, the annual drive-through Santa's Grotto disappointment. This is it. Every fucking year this happens. Every fucking year. Somebody, some dodgy fucking wheeler dealer Del boy, all right, mate, how you doing? All right, I can get you a fucking clock radio, no problem, Sam. One of these people sets up a fucking Santa's Grotto, and amazingly, it doesn't meet expectations, which amazes me because obviously here in the UK, we are famed for our quality theme park and Disney-like experience that we give with regards to customer service and that. Everything's fucking useless. These people who Families have demanded refunds from a shambolic drive-through Santa's grotto after queuing for hours. What the fuck do you expect? Have you ever been on the roads at 3 o'clock when schools are fucking kicking out? No. Have these people never been on the roads at 3 o'clock and thought, wonder what all this fucking traffic is? Because kids want to get home. Kids obviously want to go to this fucking place, and parents are like, fucking hell, I've got to treat this little shit to something. It's Christmas time. Let's give it a magical experience. Of course it's going to be fucking rammed. And because it's England, it's also going to be fucking shit. I don't know what these people expect. The people expect that they're going to get in their own car, drive to somewhere in Norwich, and it's suddenly pay 20 quid for the pleasure or whatever, and for that 20 quid, they're just whisked into fucking Narnia. Or, it's going to be like Lapland with the real Santa, fucking, things hanging around, reindeers hanging around, and snow all over the ground. It's going to be a muddy field with a fucking borderline paedophile fucking Santa sitting there that you're not going to be able to get out of because of the restrictions. So you're going to be in your car driving with a sweet wrappers and a fucking bottle, can of Coke rolling around in the back, your kids kicking the fucking back of your chair. And for some reason, that's not a magical experience for you. Of course it's going to be shit. There's going to be a few fucking lights. It's happening in December. It's been pissing it down for fucking weeks. It's going to be in a field that's fucking boggy and waterline. You're going to spend most of the time fucking wheels spinning. You'll have the car in front of you, wheel spinning, fucking mud all over your fucking windscreen as you drive by after queuing for 2 hours to see a Santa fucking waving at you and other things looking in your fucking car window that usually open up a dirty Mac and flash their fucking tackle at you. I mean, Jesus. It opened on Friday and promised a 1 kilometre sparkling light trail through the woods of Taverham Hall near Norwich. The event's Facebook page was later flooded with complaints after traffic chaos, creepy performers who scared children, and Poundland gifts. Of course, you don't go to the fun fair, do you, and think, oh my God, I'm going to win quality shit here. They're trying to fucking make money out of Christmas, aren't they? That geezer does look like a fucking flasher who they've taken a photo of. Many turned away with tired, upset children. Play that card. My children were tired and upset. It ruined Christmas forever. Forever. Not just this year. It ruined Christmas forever for my children. And my children are the most important thing in the world. Another said they're very grumpy children, 4 disappointed adults down £110. You could have just fucking gone in your car, parked up at a lay-by, and just watched fucking Santa Claus the movie on a fucking iPad. It would have cost you less. Some of those who did make it inside were unhappy with what had been billed as huge amounts of festive magic. It looks fucking shit, man. That's what we do. In this country, we ought to be proud. We do fucking shit stuff like that. A scary Scrooge-like character prompted one mum to post a warning on a parenting site about her child had nightmares. Of course she did. Have you ever thought about toughening up your child a bit, lady? Yeah. Your child got nightmares from a Scrooge. Oh, my God. Miss Purdy, who was there with her two-year-old and 5-year-old nephews and son, aged 3, said the whole thing was comically awful. There we go. That's it. That's a response we ought to be giving in this country. Yeah, it's fucking shit. This is what we get in England. We get shit stuff like this. We ain't America. We're too fucking cynical to go, hey, how you doing? Come through. We've spent loads of money on all this stuff for you. No, we're not. It's like, there's fucking head down that way, mate. Have a look at the lights. Scrooge will pop out. Hopefully this time. We've had a word with him not to show his fucking penis. Move on to the next thing. You'll see a fucking gaunt-looking Santa sitting with some fucking shit presents. Take your fucking present and fuck off out of there. That's 110 quid. Now go on. Enjoy yourself. Jesus. That's what it is in this country. And we ought to be fucking proud of that. No customer service. None of that shit. Give us your fucking money. Have your shit experience and fuck off out of there. The Scrooge guy called us all mutants, said Santa has crashed his sleigh and the presents are in the mud. And there was a man in chains by a tree just staring at the car. Maybe he was just one of the parents. It was creepy, but was meant to be for little kids. The light on the end wasn't even switched on. That's it. That's it. You know, we bought the lights, but fuck it. We ain't paying electricity for it. Just imagine they're on. And Santa couldn't be less interested. Another parent said the gifts were rubbish, not even wrapped, just in brown paper bags, and they were things probably bought in Poundland. That's it. Well, I mean, what do you expect? There you go, sweetheart. Have a nice Christmas. There's a PlayStation fucking 5 for you. Jesus. Kerry Prentice from Norwich, who paid £68 for 3 tickets. You fucking mug, Kerry. Told BBC Radio Norfolk she left after 90 minutes, having been told she would probably have to wait a further 2 hours. It was absolutely shocking. What the fuck do you expect? It's fucking lockdown. Somebody's promised, hey, a magical grotto. Do you expect to drive through on your own? Of course not. We wanted something really nice to do as a family, but it was appalling, and we've had no response from the organisers. Of course not. They're over in fucking Spain now, aren't they? Costa del Crime, they are. We Make Events is yet to respond to complaints, but has issued a statement asking visitors to adjust their route to ease traffic. Yeah, adjust your route from your home. Just do one big loop back to your home. Go and watch Santa Claus the movie while sitting in your car if you want, so you've got the same experience as this. And we'll send out Scrooge to fucking look through your window and fucking abuse you. That's what, you know, what the fuck do people expect? You know, it ain't cheap, £68, but, you know, you're going through a forest. It ain't going to be fucking full of, you know, like, it ain't going to look magical like Lapland. 68 quid. I wanted the experience to be just like fucking Lapland. You ain't going to get that in this country, unfortunately. You're going to have to go abroad for that, with people who actually give a shit about giving an exciting experience rather than just taking your fucking money. You live in a cynical fucking nation, unfortunately. People, you're going to be... You know, you're going to be paying £68 to see the back of a Vauxhall Vectra every now and again, switch its lights on because it's braking because there's such a traffic jam in front of it. That was the real light show. That's what you've paid 68 quid for, to watch somebody's fucking brake lights in front of you go on and off for 2 fucking hours. I don't know. Anyway, what are we on, people? They fucking deserve it, and good luck to the people. They'll be setting this up next year as well. That's the thing about it is people will pay money next year and the complaints will flood in next year about the same thing. Hey, man, I paid... It'll be £80 next year. £80 this year, expecting a magical experience. It's in fucking England. Jesus, what's wrong with people? Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Anybody out there want to set up a grotto or something like that? Come talk to me. Anyway, what are we on? 29 minutes and 20 seconds, baby. That is episode. What was it? What were we saying? Episode 170. Is that what we're on about? Yeah, fucking hell. He says, Jesus Christ. Sorry about the sniffing there. That was episode 170 of the Ben Briggs podcast. We've got, what we got? 19th, so we got 5 days, baby, until the big day. 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, it'll all be over, baby. It's all over. All of that present buying. Hey, thanks for that. That is the saddest thing about Christmas, I think. The saddest thing about Christmas is seeing the pile of fucking Christmas paper just piled up in a fucking black bin bag, or whether you recycle it or not, whatever you do, but just seeing little bits of, paper on the floor and stuff like that, where people have ripped open the presents at it, piled all the presents up, and there's just all the paper left. That is a sad, sad sight, people. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything like that, or you want to message me at all, it is just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Tuesday, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your weekend. You've got 1 day left until the working week on Monday. I will speak to you on Tuesday. Take care.